Hey there, everybody. How are you? Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your love, your support, your positivity, the good vibes. Oh man, it's so appreciated, and I give it all right back to you. Thank you so much. The intentions here are to see how your Libra is feeling about you, okay? So whether you and your Libra have been separated for whether whether it's been a short time or a long time, let's see how they're feeling right now at this time. Okay. So if you are dealing with a Libra, no matter what sign you are, if the person you're dealing with, if the person that you are separated from or you're dealing with, if they are a Libra, this message is for you. Okay. And please do not force the message if it's not. So let's see what your Libra is feeling about y'all's connection. Okay, let's get one more. Yeah, one more. Okay. Okay. So under the deck, we have cycles. Okay. We have cycles. So I feel like your Libra does have a lot of love for you in the situation. I do feel like they kind of have to conceal like how much they really do feel for the situation because they don't know how the situation is going to play out at any given moment. Okay. And that could be for some of you, that could be just, or that could be for all of you. But for whatever reason, I feel like your Libra could be holding back a little bit. Um, just based off of just maybe not necessarily knowing or not being necessarily able to trust how the situation is going to play out. Okay. Now, we do have separation. We do have dark night of the soul. Okay. So your Libra is in this time like definitely working on themselves. They are definitely working on their own self growth. Okay. Even they may be like having to acknowledge certain dark qualities of themselves. They're having to acknowledge certain dark qualities about themselves, certain things that they may have tried to be, certain things that they've tried to conceal or cover up or avoid, excuse me. Okay? We've got destruction here because those things are being kicked up. They're having to deal with it. The destruction card was right under Dark Night of the Soul. So they're having to deal with this. Okay? Like their issues right now are right up in their face. And, during this time of separation, they are working on that. Okay? Now, this person, your Libra is still very much inspired by this relationship. All right. Now we do have the Muse card. Okay. So I feel like during this time, if your Libra is a very creative person, I feel like a lot of their creative energies are being fed by the energy of the fact that you guys are separated, that you're no longer together. Okay, because we do have twin flame and we do have union. All right, so we're looking at a situation that was definitely fated. Okay, we're looking at a situation to where the two of you were meant to be together. The two of you were brought together because you recognize each other's counterparts in one another. Okay. All right. But your Libra is definitely dealing with some inner issues that are like in their face right now and they're undeniable. Okay. And they are able to like channel their feelings in whatever sort of like creative outlet. Okay. And whatever that means to them. Okay. Or to the situation that you're in. All right. So let's see how else Libra is feeling. Your Libra is feeling. Okay. And so I feel like, you may not necessarily have known all of that about your Libra, but I do feel like if you have been like, if you still follow them on social media or if you still like see some sort of like creative things that they have going or whatever, like if you're still privy to like whatever their creative things are, like, and you see like just the most passionate things come from out of their creative works, right? Just understand that a lot of that has to do with y'all's relationship, okay? They're working through those things. And you'll be able to recognize it anyway because it'll be personal, right? So it's like it'll be something like if they're a painter, right, and you just see that painting, it's just like, well, you'll automatically know that they were working through those feelings at the time that they painted it. Everybody else will just appreciate it as a beautiful painting or a pretty song, right? But you'll know what it was about. And so that'll really be your only indication. But they are definitely working through some really tough stuff. All right, so let's see what else they're feeling about you at this moment or during the month of October. Okay, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So yes, your Libra is feeling like they should have definitely like been able to, they wish they could have been more comfortable opening up their mouth to tell you how they were really feeling, okay, in the moments instead of holding back. Like I said, remember that they had the moon card here. They were holding, remember? They were holding this back. They wish they had been more honest with you. They wish they could be honest with you now, or they wish that they could open up to you now at this moment. Okay, but they also have, I'm in a much better headspace now. So the fact that your Libra has been able to tackle those really, really hard to deal with issues about themselves, like I mentioned earlier, the fact that they've been able to do that, it does allow them to have some clarity within themselves. The fact that they can express themselves in an artistic manner, right? They feel like that's what helps put them in a better headspace. Your Libra may also be like going to therapy, trying to get over certain situations, okay? So if that's something you care to know about, they may be doing that as well, all right? And that's something that they're working with, maybe in those therapy sessions, they're telling their therapist, like, dang, like, I wish I could have been as honest with, my person, right? That they're being honest with the therapist at that moment. Okay, so wow, your Libra is growing in a lot of ways. Okay. And I feel like even like with them being in such a better headspace because they've been dealing with their own flaws, like on a upfront level, I feel like, there's a possibility that, they may even want to reach out to at least like, let you know how much better they're doing. I mean, and not in like in a braggadocious way, but it's more so like the next time you check up on them, like if you want to check up on them rather. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Okay, yeah. So under the deck, we have the world, okay? Under the deck, we have the world. So, your Libra in their growth now has actually reached a point to where they're like, okay, they're ready to walk through the threshold and leave certain feelings, certain things behind. Okay. This may not necessarily mean that they are trying to get over you in the relationship altogether, but it could mean that they're ready to get over the past. Okay, or they're ready for things to be different. So it could mean that either way, but they definitely have the Four of Swords energy here. Okay, so they have been like trying to like just take a mental break. I feel like they have been like in a very meditative state. That's how they've been able to kind of cope with things here, because we do have the Strength and we have the Tower. Okay, so yes, the Tower card is the indication again of this destruction card like from earlier. Okay, so they're dealing with all of their flaws, they're dealing with all of their issues. Everything is in their face now and they're having to deal with it. Okay, and they're strong enough to deal with it by not allowing it to actually overwhelm them. but they are putting themselves in meditative states. This is when they are feeling actually their most creative, okay? So again, they're allowing what they're going through to be channeled in their creative works, okay? I feel like the strength card is like it's talking about their courage to like persevere, their courage to like kind of keep something going, right? Like it's kind of like maybe whatever their hobby is, it's like they're throwing themselves 100% into that, trying to hold on to, trying to hold on to a piece of something. Like, of course, their world is turning upside down here. So this is really, really big energy that your Libra is going through at this time, as it relates to this relationship. Okay, but like I said, it's really important that I feel like any creative works that you see coming from this person, okay, coming from your Libra, anything creative that they put out, whether it's poetry, artistry, whatever, just whatever. They are literally channeling their inner struggles in that work, okay? um, and you have a lot to do with that, because it was, this is you or what they're trying to work through, okay? So wow, big energy for your Libra. Let me know how it works out in the comment box below, you guys. Thank you so much again for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next message. Bye.